America's youngest serial killer was only 13 years old when he nearly got away with murder. On July 27, 1987, in Warwick, Rhode Island, the body of 27-year-old mother of two, Rebecca Spencer, was found brutally attacked in her own home. Her killer didn't even bring his own murder weapon to the scene. He broke into her home while she slept, used one of her own sharp kitchen instruments to brutally attack her 58 times. The case would sadly go cold for 2 years before her killer struck again, taking the lives of 3 more victims. Literally down the street from where Rebecca Spencer lived, like a 2-3 minute walk away, lived single mother Joan Heaton and her 2 young daughters, 10-year-old Jennifer and 7-year-old Melissa. On September 4th, 1989, when no one had heard from any of them for days, Joan's mother and sister went to go check on them, and what they found was a nightmare. All 3 girls had been brutally attacked, and this was committed by someone that was angry, full of rage. They committed this murder with overkill. Once again, the intruder used a sharp kitchen weapon that they found in the home. Joan was attacked 57 times with it. Her 7-year-old daughter, Melissa, was attacked 30 times with it with such force that it actually broke. Like, the sharp weapon broke off on her. It was Joan's 10-year-old daughter, Jennifer, that was attacked the worst, with 62 wounds. Despite these 2 crimes being 2 years apart, it didn't take long for the investigators to link them together because they were so similar, and they believed that they were committed by someone who lived in the neighborhood, lived close by. So detectives, deputies, everyone were urged to literally interview everyone from the neighborhood, and that's how the detectives first interviewed 15-year-old Craig Price. The detective that first spoke with Craig actually knew him very well because he was his basketball coach, and the detective noticed that 15-year-old Craig had a deep cut wound on his hand, and he had wrapped a bandage around it. Craig told the detectives a story about how he got the cut on his hand, but they actually confirmed that the story was a lie. They brought him in for questioning again, brought him in for a polygraph, a lie detector test, which he failed. 15-year-old Craig Price was only 13 years old when the first murder was committed. It was said he came from a good family, a good home. He was said to be a sweet, polite, shy, deep child. He played sports. He had a good group of really close friends. So already it's a very different upbringing and childhood than most other child serial killers that we've talked about. But this case did take place several decades ago. It was the 80s, and apparently Craig was one of the only African-American children in his very white neighborhood. Craig claimed that since he was a very young child, he was tormented, harassed, attacked by other children and even other adults. Craig said for the longest time he would just ignore the harassment, the tormenting, the attacks, the violence. He would just let it happen and hope that if he just let it happen, it wouldn't be as bad. Like, there was this one time when he was 12 years old, he was riding a bike with some of his friends. This group of older teenagers were in the